we're here with Mike Gordy. What's happening, Mike?
Hey, how you doing, Dave?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on it. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I think we were originally like Facebook friends, right? I think we kind of like followed each other on Facebook.
Right.
And I don't remember if the first time I met you in person was either at Little E's or if it was at Ludlam Island, my gig that I had at Ludlam
it was
Island.
Little E's.
Was it Little E's?
Definitely
Okay.
Little E's.
Yeah.
I came and played an open mic there. On the way home from the shore, I got a little trailer down there.
Right. Yep. So do you live like full time down the shore?
No, I live over in Deptford area.
Oh, that's right, because you were hosting that open mic down there.
Sons of Barley.
Sons of
Barley,
right?
An open mic there for a little
and
bit.
That's not happening anymore.
Not by my by my choice, but I couldn't deal with the one owner that was there.
Oh, okay.
I had, he's a bit I don't want to talk bad about people, but he's I had a tough go in with him. The one guy's really nice. I feel bad.
Right. Conflict of personalities, I guess you could say, right?
Rather than sell my soul for his rock and roll, I just kind of bailed out.
All right, cool. And you and we're gonna jump around a little bit, but you were a brewery owner yourself, so you were in that that business.
I tried to help the guy.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I was supposed to brew a beer there on a Sunday, and the one beer tender there, Dave, who I just recently played a little benefit for Death of the Fox and donated all my tips and everything.
Oh, wow.
To Dave, his wife had a stroke,
so
he's in a bad way right now. But anyway, I was supposed to brew with him, and we're in the back of the house talking, him and I, because I have knowledge of brewing.
Yep.
The tank that they have there to, I guess, carbonate, they ferment in it, but it's a wine vessel, and they can't carbonate in it.
Okay.
But it will hold 5 PSI.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I see. I did dabble in home brewing, so I know a little bit about what you're talking about.
Okay.
I wasn't good at it, but I.
Well, I wasn't either. That's
my first 2 batches went right in the sink.
Mine was horrible too.
Right down the drain.
For the trash man. I don't know if they took it or dumped it, but whatever. But yeah, I'm talking to the guy Dave in the back, and I'm like, if we could get the temperature down, there's a chart for temperature and pressure.
Yeah, sure.
If you could get the temperature down low enough, we could add carbonation to this, and it would pass.
Right.
I get a text on my phone. The guy is listening to me from his cameras.
Oh, okay.
He sends us a group text, and I was like, he's listening in on us.
Right. That's weird.
Yeah, it was. So the guy Dave was like, I'm like, yo, dude, if you don't want to brew, Dave was really mad. If you don't want to brew, it's fine. I'll brew with you.
Right.
So Dave bailed out of brewing, and the other owner asked me.
Okay.
Sent me a text. Yo, you want to brew with me Sunday? I said, I can't brew with you with the way you talk to people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Firestorm. That's how it all started.
Yeah,
and it got worse and worse. I still showed up the next Tuesday. I showed up to do the open mic. Well, he was there waiting for me.
Oh, geez.
And it got into a good screaming match, and
oh my goodness,
yelling at each other. And
wow.
My wife's telling him his beer sucks. Yeah, because she knows good beer too.
Well, yeah, you. So let's talk a little bit about that. It was called Westville Brewing, right?
Westville Brewery. Yes.
Brewery.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then how long did you own that business?
We signed the lease in 2017. Took a year to build it out.
Yep.
2018 we opened, and we sold it in 2022.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
So we
That's
ran
a good
it
run.
for 4 years through COVID.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing you survived COVID.
We actually made more money in COVID.
Did you really?
Because no one could drink inside for 1 pint. You had to buy a 4-pack.
Oh.
So it was more turnover, actually. So a lot of people might not know that, but there were people buying cases of beer rather than coming in and having 2 or 3 pints.
Okay, so they'd go and buy it and then just take it home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you couldn't drink it, like for most of when everyone was closed down.
Yeah.
And when they said, "Oh, you could sit outside."
Right.
My son Luke was maitre d'ing out there.
Yep.
It was a fun time.
That's cool. And then Pam, your wife, she was kind of, I don't want to say running the show, but she was part of the business,
I'll
right?
say she was running the show.
Okay.
I had my full-time day job the whole time.
Oh, okay. I get it.
We ran a brewery, and she quit her day job and ran all the
gotcha.
behind the scenes taxes, worked the tasting room. She canned beer, she kegged beer.
Wow. That's awesome. Yep. And then when were you brewing? Like at night after your day job or on the weekends?
For the first 6 months or so, we brewed after work, but then we hired a brewer to brew.
Okay.
But I would still come in after work, and he'd be done brewing, and I'd be cleaning up the mess that he made.
Yeah, sure.
And then I would do kegging and carbonating and cleaning tanks and all the other stuff. But It was a group effort, but
That's
I had
cool.
that one guy there for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Right, right. How did you get into, and I'm asking my own selfish question because like I said, I tried it at home for a little bit. How did you get into it in the first place?
I'm a union steam fitter out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's my day job. I got into that when I was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working at a second shift job at Eddystone Power Plant.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this older fitter on the job that said, "Hey kid," I don't think I was 21 yet.
Right.
"Hey kid, you like beer?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, who would say no?"
Sure.
I'm like, "Yeah, I like beer." He goes, "You want to brew your own?"
Mm-hmm.
He says, "I have this kit."
Right.
It was a white bucket with a can of malt syrup in it.
Yeah.
Bag of yeast.
Yep. That's basically my first one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then I made it on the stove. I didn't do the yeast fermentation stuff right.
Okay.
But me and my wife bought like 2-3 cases of Budweiser returnables, so we had to drink all that first. Then we were cleaning the bottles in my bathroom right at home. We made the beer, put it in the bottles. I let it ferment in my bedroom closet.
Yep.
Opened it up like 3 weeks later, and it tastes like crap.
Did it really?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I did something wrong, but then the hook was set. I just wanted to keep going.
It's interesting. Like my story, right? Like it was, I can't remember when it was. Was it before COVID? I think it was before COVID. And I tried it. And it was just the first batch tasted like Band-Aids, tasted like a Band-Aid smells,
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and apparently that's like a side effect of using tap water. I didn't realize you shouldn't use tap water,
Right,
so then I was like, all right, well, I dumped all that down the sink, which is like, I don't know, case and a half, 2 cases, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And it's not cheap, so I got into it thinking I would save money. No.
It's the time that you put into it too. It's like I got to block out 8 hours to brew beer. It takes me 20 minutes to go to liquor store.
Right, exactly. So then, so I dumped that, and then I started buying like, I don't know, spring water or whatever they told me to get. Started doing that, and then the second batch, I don't know what happened. Maybe my temperatures were off. That still wasn't right.
Yeah.
It didn't carbonate, all that stuff. Oh, man. And then the third batch was finally like drinkable, but it wasn't like good.
Yeah.
And then by then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the liquor store.
Yeah, it's so much easier, right?
Yeah.
But I still have I can brew 10 gallons at home.
Okay.
I have 5-gallon sixtils where I force carbonate, so I don't have to worry about the yeast doing the carbonation.
Yep.
I wait till it ferments out, and then I get it off the yeast and put all clean beer into the keg, and then I force carbonate it.
Okay.
And 2 days later, I got it with Beer Meister. So.
Force carbonate, is that like somebody told me that there's a pill or something that you can put into it, and that'll cause the carbonation?
That's if you use a bottle.
Yeah, like he was saying he would drop a tablet.
Carb tabs.
Yeah, a tablet in every bottle. Yeah. So what's forced carbonation the way you were doing?
I have a 5-pound CO2 bottle like you would use.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Push it into the dip tube.
Okay.
And it goes to the bottom and it bubbles up through.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing the science behind it. I had no idea how much science was behind it. I thought you just cook something on the stove, put it in a large can or bucket, and then it does its thing. But no.
Beer is 90% water, right? So I've forced myself to learn water chemistry. I would read books.
Right.
So every beer that I made had a certain water profile, and we would add minerals to it, like calcium sulfate would dry it out and make the hops crisp.
Okay.
Calcium chloride would add softness to it, like those New England IPAs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Nice and soft. And there's also a balance on how to keep the beer hazy too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
If you have too much calcium in it, like you throw calcium in your pool, it flocks the stuff down. So use too much calcium chloride in your IPAs, the calcium flocks the hop down. So you offset that with sodium chloride with the salt.
Okay.
So there's that balance there.
Oh, wow.
Using sodium chloride and calcium.
It's crazy.
Chloride.
It's so much stuff.
Yeah, I know too much about beer. I wish I didn't.
So then what happened with the brewery then? So
we got an offer.
Okay.
I was looking for a place to expand. We looked all over the place. We drove around with like the mayors of certain towns. We wanted to go to Mullica Hill. We wanted to go to try to keep it down towards Deptford area.
Yeah, sure.
I was looking at industrial parks all over the place, but nothing was like that perfect spot.
Right.
And then while I was doing it, a customer was in the place. I was like, if I can't grow, I'm going to die.
Okay.
And he goes, well, how much you want for the place? So we got talking, and that was it.
And he just a customer ended up buying it? Like he didn't own another brewery himself or anything?
He didn't own a brewery.
Wow.
He kept our brewer on for a little while. I guess he learned the game a little bit, and then he started doing his own thing.
Okay, cool. Are they still open, do you know?
They are. They expanded into another part of the building.
Nice.
I also had a problem. Like the landlord wouldn't let me expand.
Okay. Yeah.
And his personality was a lot like mine.
Sure.
So we kind of butted heads a little bit. I don't know.
What's the name of that brewery now?
Westville Brewery.
Oh, it's still called Westville
We sold
Brewery.
the name. We sold the beer
okay.
recipes.
Interesting.
They got everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So it still carries on. The only thing I wish I didn't give was I have a beer that I made. It's an Irish Red. And I named it. My dad, who's a semi-pro boxer in the Army, back in the day in the Army, semi-pro. He's 83 now. I still ain't messing with him. And he was like, "You want an Irish uppercut?" As I was a kid, getting in trouble.
Awesome.
So I named the beer Irish Uppercut.
That's awesome. I love that.
Back when I was a kid, I would say, "No, I don't want an Irish Uppercut, Dad." But now I'm like, and the label's on the whole story's on the side of the can.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's like now my dad says, "You want an Irish Uppercut?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, let's get some Irish Uppercut."
Do they still have that beer? Do you know? I mean, are you still in contact with them or still go there?
No, yeah. It's kind of like, I don't want to go back.
Right. I hear you. Yep. Because then if things are different and you don't, personally or emotionally agree with it, you'd be like, why'd they do that?
I won't mind going back. My wife don't want to go back.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm like, I'm not going to go back if she's not going with me. But they painted the whole place different.
Okay.
They're doing really well.
That's great. That's awesome. That's great. All right, let's talk a little bit about music, right? Cool. So where did it all start for you? I think it started with like an acoustic guitar that your parents bought you, right?
Way back 7th grade or something like that. I got an acoustic guitar for Christmas.
Yep.
No instruction booklet, no YouTube videos back then, nothing.
Yep.
So like I said, I eked out the opening to Smoke on the Water, and then that was it. Like, it just sat there.
Sure.
And,
sure.
Years later, me and a friend, I think I was 22 or so at the time, we go to the Pennant East for Don't Call Me Francis's 2nd year anniversary. And when you walk in the door, they were handing you these little yellow tickets. Like, "Oh, what's this for?" And they're like up on stage, like, "Oh, we're going to be raffling off this electric guitar." Nice. And they hold it up. And it wasn't anything special. The guitar brand was Hohner. I'm like,
okay. I had a Hohner back in the day.
Yeah,
man.
Harmonicas and guitars. But on the pick guard, it said Coors Light Silver Bullet.
Oh, okay.
And it was painted silver and black. It was a really cool guitar.
Nice.
So I had my ticket. My buddy had his ticket. And then it was beat the clock night. So it started clearing out. And we sat down at the bar. And there's all these tickets all over the bar. So he's grabbing tickets. No one's there. Like,
right. You're not like stealing somebody's. They're just left behind.
Yeah, they just left behind.
Yeah.
Like, we sat in a whole bank of these empty chairs and there's tickets on.
That's great.
Grab tickets. He put his in his pocket. I put mine in my pocket. As the night's going on, this was a Wednesday night. So he's like, "I got work in the morning, man. I'm going to go. Here's my tickets." So I put his tickets in one pocket and mine were in the other pocket.
Yeah.
So as the night goes on, maybe a half hour later, they call the number. I'm looking through my tickets, like, I ain't got it. I go, "I got Jim's tickets." I look through the tickets and I'm like, I go up there, like, "I got the ticket.
That's awesome.
So they were like, "Yo, do you play guitar?" I said, "No, I can't play guitar."
Yep.
They're like, "Just fake it. Someone will be behind you." No, I was all embarrassed and half lit, right? Like, no. So they just handed me the guitar and I walked off the stage.
That's awesome.
Kind of ruined their plan a little.
Yeah, sure. They wanted to like get somebody to jam with them on stuff. Yeah,
even if it just looked good.
Right. That's fun. Did you ever tell your friend that you won?
The next day, I called him up and I said, "Jim, your ticket won the guitar, man. I can bring it over to you." He goes, "I'll tell you what, Mike, you'll do more with it than I will."
Oh, that's cool.
So I was honest with him and he let me keep it.
That's fantastic.
And then I just started playing it in my bedroom. I bought a little crate amp.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody had a crate at one point.
Still got it.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah, I still got it. It sounds like crap. We used to use it to sing through and everything.
Oh, yeah.
We blew it up.
That's
I still got
awesome.
it. I won't let it go.
I love it. Fantastic. All right, cool. So then, so now that you had an electric guitar, did you take it maybe a little bit more seriously then? Is that when it kind of started, or?
Well, I was a little older.
Yeah.
Books were more accessible.
Sure. By this time, tablature had been invented.
Tab was out. I could go actually on the internet and print out a bunch of tab pages of songs.
Yep.
So I would do that. I would buy Guitar World magazine. I
love Guitar World.
They were great.
It was great. Guitar World. I had subscriptions to both Guitar World and Guitar for the Practicing Musician magazine. They both had tablature songs in the back of them. Yeah. Yep. It was great.
Yeah.
Every time it'd come in the mail, it was like the greatest day of the month.
It was like getting your Orphan Annie decoder ring.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I did those. I did buy the artist books. Like I had books. Tom Petty was my favorite. So I would try to play Tom Petty songs.
Awesome. And then I think you see that. So full disclosure, Mike had provided some information prior to us recording this podcast. So like you had said, I guess when you really started to kind of do it a little, doing the music more was it around when you kind of moved into like the campground or something, and you're playing songs around the fire? Like walk me through, walk me through how you went from buying that or winning that guitar to kind of where you're at now.
Well, I always kind of wanted an acoustic like I used to have, but the one that my parents had got me in 6th or 7th grade, I think the neck was warping by now.
Sure. Yeah.
The strings are way tight, so that it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So I went out, and I still have this one too. I have a Yamaha acoustic.
Okay.
Not electric, just Yamaha acoustic.
Yep.
And I would play that around, fires or whenever we go on vacation, or I would just schlub it with me to my friend's apartment, if we were hanging out. I always just sit and plink around on it. But I would learn like Bush and bands from that era.
Sure, whatever was
around. I can't remember. Yeah, a lot of Tom Petty I was trying to get through.
Yep.
But started going around fires and then hanging out with just friends that my sister had one friend, Jay, who could play guitar really well. He was in bands, and we would go up and do open mic night at the Tower Tavern in Westville. Which is now the Rail House,
right? Yeah. That's cool.
So that was in the mid 90s. So I'm not a stranger to open mic.
Sure.
I was super rusty.
Yeah.
Lately.
What kind of stuff would you do at open mic? Just sing and play guitar?
I had originals back then too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I had a song called Whiskey Hangover, which is just me ripping through some power chords. And singing about waking up drunk one morning.
Right.
And there's that. I have a DUI song, which I think I gave you.
Right. Yeah. You sent me the link of your son, who is now an adult, but he was like first year
right before preschool.
Preschool. He's banging on drums while you're strumming along and singing. That's cool.
It was a fun time.
We'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, man.
But my neighbor Jeff, I mean, we got busy. Obviously, in there, we started the brewery. Work gets in the way. I'm working on the house. I'm just looking at the guitar and playing it infrequently.
Yeah, get you. I got you.
But my neighbor Jeff has a big camper, and we had gotten a camper. Oh man! So we started talking. So we go on a couple of camping trips, and get to talking to him on the camping trips. I bring my guitar. He's like, "Yeah, you got to come over. I got drums." I'm like, "You're
nice."
He's like, "Yeah, I played marching band and I play in the church all the time." So we started setting up on my back patio. I have a shed that I put a roof off of that has a nice patio with a fire pit.
Oh, cool.
On Sundays in the summer, we would go out there.
Nice.
And we would play, and the neighbors would be like, "Yeah." So we started playing backyard barbecues.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, our big gig was Joe's Crab Shack.
Yep.
My sister had a friend that was doing marketing there, and she's like, "You want to play?" We're like, "Yeah, all right." We practiced like for 3 weeks,
Right, sure. It's a big deal. Your first one.
Like 30 songs together.
Yep. And that was your first like paying gig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one.
That's awesome. Yeah. And then where did it go from there? I know you've mentioned in the stuff that you provided me is because of your connections in the brewing business, you were able to get some gigs around different breweries. Is that right?
Yeah, me and well, in that time as well, like starting the brewery, me and Jeff, the neighbor, the drummer, kind of, infrequent playing.
Sure.
We just kind of let it sit on the side. And after the brewery, I wanted to get back into it.
Yeah.
So going back, one story about the whole camping trip. Me and Jeff had our band was called Esther's Furnace.
Okay.
So we got that name because there's a road heading up. We would take the kids to Knoebels campground.
Okay.
So heading up to Knoebels, the one campground we would go to is called Lake Glory, and there's covered bridge roads and everything.
Cool.
We had to take a certain way because his diesel wouldn't fit through the bridge.
Oh, right.
So the road we had to use was called Esther's Furnace.
Oh,
Road.
Cool. Yeah.
So like, that's a cool name.
Yeah, right.
That's the band. There it is, Esther's Furnace.
Nice.
So yeah.
What kind of band was that? Was that like basically cover stuff?
Totally covers with I would sing Whiskey Hangover.
Yeah.
I'd do the DUI song.
Okay,
I started
cool.
writing other songs.
Yep.
Broken Head. I got the song Bleeding. Like there's a bunch of songs that I've kind of refined now that
Yeah.
were pretty rough back then.
Okay, very cool. Cool. So as far as what you're doing now, right? I mean, I know you're bouncing all over the open mic scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what you're mainly doing, right? Aside from the stint of you running your own open mic, any aspirations to maybe running another open mic sometime soon, or?
I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely consider it. I like doing it. It definitely gets me set to go out and play once a week.
Okay. Yep.
It's tough right now. I just started a new job 8 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
I quit my job from 7 years because it just seemed like there was no more pathway for me to move up anymore.
Sure. Yep.
So I got an offer and I sat on it for 2 years. Even told my previous boss, like, hey, I got this offer. He's like, you don't want to quit me. You could retire here. And it seemed like, I got like 6 years, 7 years to go. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
But then you see around you, like, I'm pretty good at what I do. And you see around these guys getting elevated around you. I'm like, I'm not in the talky clique. I don't go around and I'm not the schmoozing type. I head down, do my work.
Right. And your work speaks for itself, right?
Yeah. And I'm training half the guys that were there, showing them I'm making stuff on Revit that the company can use and benefit from.
Okay.
And the boss is telling you that you're wasting your time. We'll never use that. Well, everybody else is using it. So, wasn't appreciated.
Right.
So I told him I'm leaving. So I've been there 8 weeks, and the other job was 40 hours. So I would go in at 5 and I'd be out at 1 o'clock.
Oh wow.
I would come home and I'd play guitar. And then that's where I got all my practice in. Well, now I am working 5/10s.
Okay.
And today I just told her I'm going to be 6/10. So now my Saturdays are going to consume.
So you're working 60 hours a week, or going to be working 60 hours? Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, my son's going to college at University of Delaware. I got to pay for that.
Yeah, that ain't cheap.
So I'm going to take it while it's there right now.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, cool. So as far as originals go, when did you first start kind of writing your own music? From the beginning?
Pretty much from the beginning. I had a hard time focusing on. I always called myself like I was the guy that knew the intros to the songs.
Oh,
and then from there I stopped.
Yep. I was very much the same. Yeah,
Right, okay.
I would learn like the opening, the intros, or like whatever the main riff was for like every AC/DC song and every Metallica song in existence.
Yep.
But rarely did I know a whole song.
Yeah, same, totally the same.
Yeah.
And then so the first song I learned to play was "Breakdown" by Tom Petty.
Yep.
Because I just liked Tom Petty. It was right around 1994, the Wildflowers album came out.
Oh yeah, great album.
And we were getting tickets for that. Like I said, I camped out and didn't have to, but
I
brought my guitar. Like I was behind the West Coast video in Blackwood.
Yeah, West Coast video. Man, that was the best. I used to go to there was a West Coast video, 2 of them. There was one in Cherry Hill, where the Circle used to be next to the mall, and then I would go. There was one on like Main Street in Morristown, and yeah, I used to some of the greatest like memories I have of like concert related stuff is just standing in line, sitting in line in the parking lot and back of a West Coast video. Right. So ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't even need to sleep over there. It was
that's hilarious.
Something I wanted to do, I guess.
You must have gotten decent seats for the concert then. You know?
I'll be honest, I don't even remember. I think I was on the side of the stage, like level 201 up against the rail.
Gotcha.
So they were decent.
That's decent. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yep. So you were playing that Tom Petty song in the parking lot?
Playing that Tom Petty song in the parking lot, and you get a couple of people like, woo, that's cool. Like, all right, yeah, I'll play it again.
Yeah, it's the only song I know.
I know. Yeah, keep going. It was fun.
That's great.
Yeah, and then I started learning more covers when one morning I woke up and I'm sitting there plinking around the guitar, and on the news it comes on that Bret Michaels had a scare. I think he had something with his brain happen.
Yeah, I think there was a chance he might have brain cancer or something like that.
Something weird. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks. All right, you know what? Every rose has its thorn. And I sat there and I blinked through that, and I'm like, all right. And I played the whole song all the way through with tablature and everything. And like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I guess I should start learning covers because it's going to teach me progressions and chords, different structures and things like that. Like, all right, so I started doing that, learning covers then.
Awesome. Could you always sing and play at the same time, or did it take a long time to figure that out?
It takes a little bit.
Yeah,
it does. It
took me forever. It took me years and years and years to finally do it.
Right.
But yeah, it's so yeah. Once you kind of like trick your brain to do it. Like once your brain knows how to do it,
Yeah.
then it's super easy. But it's getting that first
learning how to autopilot.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
Yeah. Someone told me before, like, can you go this way with this one and go this way with
Oh,
this one?
yeah. Yep. It's the same kind of mechanism.
Like you separate your right brain and left brain.
Right. That's cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Tell me a little bit about like your writing style. I mean, you've been writing songs pretty much your whole life. What does that look like when you're writing? Is it just inspiration that comes out of nowhere? Do you sit down to write?
I'm glad you asked me that because I had that on this other.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep.
So what I do is I like to hear, some of it just comes to me. Right. I don't particularly start out with the music. I think of myself more as a writer that can get the point across on the guitar.
Okay.
And if I could be like someone's Bernie Taupin,
oh, okay,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, man.
Because I have a desk job, I have Google Docs open, and
Right.
I'm listening to Spotify all day.
Mm-hmm.
So different, or it could be music or podcasts, and whatever I hear that triggers an idea. It could be just a little idea.
Right.
And I'll write that down in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I might get another idea and I'll put it next to it. And I'm like, does that make sense? No. I have this whole page of just random ideas. And then I start filtering them out and try to get a solid idea from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one method. Another method I do is, I just wrote this one last week. So,
nice.
You know, the song, I think it's Chasing Texas, or it's Elle Langley.
Oh, yeah. Choosing Texas.
Choosing Texas.
Yep.
I'm like, well, that sucks. She's sitting at the bar while this guy she came in with is dancing with this other girl.
Right. Yep. And this other girl's from Texas.
Yeah.
So hence Choosing Texas.
Right. Yep. So what happens if I come into the bar and I see that and I tell the bartender to put those double Jack and Cokes on me because I'm going home with Tennessee?
That's great.
That is a whole song. It's almost done.
Yeah, man.
But I gotta figure out a couple parts to it. But I have all the lyrics are done. I just have to get the music solid down.
That's awesome. Well, whenever it's done, make sure you post it and tag Ella Langley in it.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
And look up the songwriters and tag those songwriters as well, so they see it. You know,
they'll be like, hey,
yeah, man,
can we buy that off you?
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. You know what I mean? So.
But that's a lot of how I kind of spark my brain with. I'll hear a song on Spotify and I'll either try to put a twist to it. Like the country songs always have those little twists to them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I talked to a few people from Nashville, and I think it's called, what's it called? There's a phrase for it. It's called like the Nashville twist or something like that, where it's like, there was a woman that I spoke to, her name's Carly Zimmerman. She, at one point, she won the Bluebird Golden Pick contest for a particular month. So I saw that she won it. I listened to this song that she won it with. It's called Quarterback. And, you know, when you hear the song Quarterback, my first thought was, you know, football player. And then you listen to the song and the whole song is about kind of like her, you know, her dating this guy who's the quarterback of the football team, all this stuff, like high school, whatever. But then at some point there's a part of the story where she like puts a quarter in the jukebox and they dance for the first time. And she talks about how she wants her quarter back. Like she wants her quarter from the jukebox back.
Okay.
Because, you know, the relationship went south and all that stuff.
Didn't go too well.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I heard that in the song, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And when I was interviewing, I was asking her about it. And she's like, yeah, they call that like the Nashville twist down here. She's been in Nashville for like 10 years.
That's how I like writing my songs.
That's cool.
With that twist in there.
Yeah.
I'll probably play one later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so how do you like to write songs?
Mine's similar. Mine's very similar. But with my schedule, you know, full-time job, and then I've got the kids part-time. So whenever I'm with my kids, I do my best to be with my kids. So I'm not doing like a lot of songwriting, and I don't really book a whole lot of gigs when I have the kids and all that stuff. But then, you know, I've got the podcast, I've got my own gigs, you know, all that stuff. And then of course, Leanne.
You're a busy man.
You know,
I see your schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I live and die by my calendar. If you saw I'm using my phone as a second camera, but if you saw the calendar on my phone, like everything's color coordinated, it's like every day's got something in it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I have to purposely sit down and say, all right, Dave, you're going to write. But like you, throughout the day or whatever, if I'm having a conversation with somebody and a phrase pops into my head or an idea, I put it in the notes app, you know, just like the words, whatever the words are.
I got notes all over the place.
Yep. And I put them in there, and or a lot of times I wake up with stuff in my head, you know, maybe it's like a residual dream or something that's slowly fading away. So then I'll start like, I'll turn on my voice recorder, and in my really bad, like early morning voice, I'm like singing into my phone, you know, because if I do anything else, like if I just go hit the head or something, getting out of bed, it's gone. By the time I'm back to my phone, I'm like, oh, what was it again? Shit, it's gone forever.
It's like, the best song ever.
Exactly. Yeah. I firmly believe all of us, everyone that's been on my podcast, everyone I've talked to, has like a number one hit song idea in their phone.
Right.
We just don't know if it's going to see the light of day.
Yeah. You know? It's underneath the shopping list and everything else you have to do.
It could be just an idea in a notes in the notepad, or it could be like something like a little riff you played or something. But I'm sure, you know, with all the hundreds of thousands of ideas that are in everybody's phones, I think everybody's got like a good idea that has the potential to go somewhere for sure.
Right.
It's just a matter of how to find it, how to find it, how to fertilize it, how to make it grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then once you get it done, how do you get it out there? You know what I mean?
That's one thing that I need to buckle down on and get either get into a studio or I have one of these Focus rights at home too, but I haven't had time to play with it. I just don't have the time to do it.
And it is time consuming to like learn how to record yourself, you know, like I'm working with this guy, Stephen Butler, to help me record now. And it's great. It's great working with him. I find it much more worth my time to pay him to help me and do the recording than me just sit at home and take the hours and hours and hours it takes to try to record it myself and make it sound okay. And even then, if I spend all that time, it doesn't sound nearly as good as what Steve and I can do in 2 hours, 3 hours, you know?
My wife had bought me for Christmas one year, probably one of the best Christmas gifts ever. It was on, remember Groupon?
Yeah. Yep.
So it was on Groupon, and it was a 2-hour studio recording session at Blue Light Studios in Mount Holly.
Okay. That's cool.
So I went in there, I laid down 6 or 7 tracks. I did 2 covers, or 2 or 3 covers, and I had like 4 or 5 originals on there. I can't remember the mix.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and they were, so I did all the guitar stuff, and microphone the amp, you know, mic'd up the amp, and then he played it back while I went in the sound booth with the headphones on. Sounded great.
That's great.
They could put in the reverb and all that stuff. I still got that CD today.
That's awesome. I love that.
I even sent my originals to the, what is that to get them copyrighted? The Library of Congress or something.
Yeah.
I got like 5
the patent office or whatever.
I got like 5 patents.
That's cool.
My songs.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I sent the DUI song. I messaged Geico one day through their website. And like, oh, you got to check my song. It'd be great for your commercials. Never heard back or anything. But,
that's hilarious. Some customer service rep saw that email and just had a good chuckle and probably deleted
it. Oh, hey, guys, listen to this song. Yeah.
Not saying anything bad about the song. It's just, you know, they're so far removed. Chances are that person's so far removed from like the music business that they were just like, oh my God, who's this guy think he is?
He wants this on a commercial.
And he thinks I can somehow do it. You know what I mean? That's great though. I mean, at least you're trying, right?
Cast a wide
it doesn't
net.
Hurt. Yeah.
Cast a wide net.
Exactly. You know, you got to try, you know? And then what happens is if when you try something, anything, and it doesn't work out, chances are you're going to learn something about it, you know? Like there have been plenty of times, you know, I'll maybe post, and this is a bad example, but like I'll post something on Facebook, TikTok, you know, YouTube, whatever. And it'll get like 4 views, you know, and you're like, what the fuck? I thought this was a cool post, you know? Yeah, I thought it was good, right? And then you'll be like, oh, well, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should, you know, so you'd like tweak things and see what works, you know what I mean? And I do that the same with like, you know, if I'm writing a song or stuff with the podcast. Like the podcast started, there was no video component when it first started because I wanted to take baby steps and learn as I go, right? So I was using this Focusrite, you know, interface. And then I had GarageBand. And so I was just recording with GarageBand. And then, you know, after maybe 10 10 episodes, 12 episodes, I think, maybe more. I can't remember. Then I saw this software that I use now called Riverside, and it allows me to add a video component, and then I can also do remote podcasts. Nice. So I've interviewed people. I've interviewed people in Italy, Greece, India, and then of course like LA and Nashville and stuff. So, but baby steps, trial and error, see what works, and then learn something from the stuff that doesn't work.
I call it my apprenticeship.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yep. That's awesome. All right, cool. So what do you think are kind of like the plan, or do you even have a plan for like what you want to do with music going forward?
I really had a good time. I had a buddy of mine, a girl I went to high school with would come into the brewery with her husband, Bill. Mm-hmm. And then we talked a little bit, but I was busy, and I found out he played guitar. Mm-hmm. But then when we sold the brewery and I got bored, I started picking the guitar up again. And I'm like, I feel like music's better when you share it with people, not just singing solo, but you play someone's next to you playing bass or they're playing guitar. It's more fun.
Yep.
And so I put a post out on Facebook, and she responded, "Go, I'll get you in touch with my husband.
Oh, cool.
He could get out of the house, something like that." So we played together for like, year and a half or so. Mm-hmm. We started practicing, and we got a bunch of songs together, and I started hitting the brewery circuit with like Third State and Eight and Sand.
Nice.
And played Anglesey Ale Works down the shore.
Yep.
And played a big at the campground. We did a big festival at our campground.
Nice.
Couple other Eight and Sand a few times. Stratosphere we played. I think there was some other stuff in there. I can't remember.
Okay.
But he got busy.
Yep, sure.
So then I started doing the solo thing again.
Right.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The favorite part of, the worst part of playing out is breaking down and setting. But while I'm playing, dude, I love it.
Oh, it's great. It's great. What other job can you like walk into a room and people clap?
Most of them clap when I leave. Hey.
Yay, he's done. I'm kidding.
No, me too. I love throwing them dad jokes.
Sure. Yep.
You know what the music industry says? The whole open mic scene, everybody's really helpful.
Yeah.
Want to help you out,
very
give
supportive.
You information, everything.
Yep.
And you know what they say if you don't know a chord?
What's that?
Don't fret it.
Don't fret it. I love that.
Yeah. I just came up with that a little while ago. I was writing a joke for this.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, cool. Yeah, so you're kind of more or less solo now. Are you looking
I'm solo. I'd love to have that other guitar player, writer to bounce song ideas off of.
Okay.
Someone that we can trade vocally back and forth. Someone sounds like I'm on a dating show. Somebody just play with.
Right. Yep. That's cool. What would be your ideal scenario? And I'm just throwing it out there. Like duo, trio, full band, ideal scenario.
There's actually been a couple. There was a full band that I responded to. They had me learning their songs.
Oh, cool. Just
wasn't kind of like my mix. It was deep Southern rock.
Okay.
Heavier side.
Yeah.
I like the acoustic side. If I could walk in with an acoustic and have maybe that electric next to me or someone we could trade off with. But I don't want to get pigeonholed into, they're a Southern rock band or they're this, they're that. I like to play a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I'll go from Grateful Dead to Tom Petty to
right.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, you have to play a wide range, you know what I mean? Because you never know who's going to be sitting in the audience as far as like, is it going to be Pink Floyd fans or fans of the Killers and everybody in between? You know what I mean? So
yeah, you play Mr. Brightside as well.
Exactly.
So
I play that at every show.
And people love it.
Yep. I do. Mr. Bright, like obviously I have a lot of songs that I play at every gig, but like the ones that I make sure that I play, even if it's like a Porch Fest or something, and I'm only playing for a short time, it's like Mr. Brightside, She Talks to Angels, Turn the Page, Comfortably Numb, You know, and I know there's some more like modern stuff. Oh, The Middle from Jimmy Eat World. Like,
Yeah.
so I try to cover Something in the Orange from Zach Bryan. I try to cover like all genres and all decades
And that's pretty
in
vocally
whatever
diverse.
time that I have.
All those are pretty vocally diverse.
Yeah. Now I did one of the biggest things that helped me a lot that I learned in the 4 years I've been gigging. I learned how to like change keys, to change the key to a song, right?
Right.
Like Sweet Child of Mine. I do
Nashville numbers, right?
yeah, exactly. I do a version of Sweet Child of Mine, but I cannot sing it in its original key. That's too high. I am no Axl Rose. So I lowered it. I forget how many steps. It's like 3 or 4 steps, right? I think the original's in like D and I played in maybe G or something, or A or whatever it is. And yeah, it's way lower, but it's in my range. So I can get loud and I can hit the higher notes, even though those higher notes are lower than the original recording.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it makes it way more comfortable for me. And when I'm comfortable, I can play it better and sing it better and interact with the audience more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't tense up when you know that high note's
right,
coming.
exactly.
The next verse, you're like, oh, am I going to hit it?
Yeah, I don't stress because I know I can hit it. It's in my range.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I tune my guitars flat. So
I do too.
I have E flat.
Yep. I'm at E flat all the time. Yeah.
And most of the time when I go to open mics, I tune it back up because most people are in tuning.
Yeah, and if you're going to play with somebody else or whatever, I usually keep mine in E flat. Well, except to your point, like a lot of times at the open mic that I host at Little E's, after we get through the list, there's kind of like a jam or somebody might want me to play with them or something. So yeah, I usually tune back up the standard.
Guitar.
Yeah, I usually tune back up the standard.
Right,
for sure.
Right.
Yep. So sorry to interrupt. What kind of gear are you working with now? What do you have as far as guitars and stuff?
Well, I brought with me today. I have my Fender Tele Acoustasonic.
Oh, sweet.
So I like that when it's not plugged in. It almost got like a banjo sound.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have a big body to it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't resonate like a good old acoustic.
Like a big dreadnought or something.
I have a Taylor 114 at home.
Okay.
Electric acoustic, which I love that one too. But the action's a little bit high on it right now. So I think I got to get that one set up correctly.
Yeah.
But this one plays like the neck just feels like an electric set up.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody listening if anybody's listening not aware of what the Acoustasonics are, they're cool. It's like an acoustic guitar, but it's got the neck of an electric, pretty much. It plays like an electric, and when you plug it in, you can make it sound either like a plugged-in acoustic guitar, or you can let it rip like an electric guitar. It's pretty cool.
I didn't go all out. I didn't have the money at the time, so mine doesn't have the 5 selector switch on it. It's just got a dial.
Yep.
So I turn the dial all the way down for acoustic, and then I turn it all the way up, and you get kind of like that jangly Tom Petty sound.
Man. Yeah, that's cool. So, and then if you were to put, if you wanted to go electric, like an electric sound, well, then you just plug into like an overdrive pedal or something like that, and that'll certainly get the job done.
I have a blues driver on the pedal board.
That'll do it.
I'll turn it on there and just click the blues driver.
Yep, that'll do it. Yep, that's a great pedal.
Yes, sir. Cool. So a question for you. What do you do for like vocal care? You sing a lot.
I do sing a lot. I don't do a whole lot, so I think I'm lucky. There are weekends, like last weekend I did 5 gigs in 3 days. I had 1 show on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. And thankfully my voice holds up. Now, that being said, I recently discovered the throat coat tea. You can get it at Walmart. Just Google throat coat tea. It's got a little bit of a weird taste, but I've gotten used to it and I really dig it. So a lot of times if I'm home, I work from home, like my day job. I don't do a ton of talking during the day. So when I'm not gigging and when I'm home, I'm rarely talking. Yeah, I'm rarely. So I do rest my voice quite a bit during the day, and I record most of these podcasts at night. So I could easily say from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, I say maybe 20 words tops, unless I have like a busy day at work where I'm on conference calls,
Right.
But yeah, so it's a lot of rest. And then I have 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but then throughout the day, I do like just regular cups of hot tea, even in the summer. So I'll drink tea and all that stuff. I tried a few like these voice specific throat lozenges, and I don't know, I couldn't tell if they made a difference.
Right.
The thing that I think does make a difference though is that throat coat tea. So if I have a double header, I'll make the tea in the morning or before my first gig, and then I put it in like a double walled like thermos thing, whatever they're called now.
One of these.
Yeah. An insulated thing. I'll put my tea in there, and then by the time I'm done my first 3-hour gig,
right,
the tea will have finally cooled off enough to where I can drink it.
Oh,
so
nice.
then it'll be waiting for me in the car, and then I'll start drinking it on the way home from my first gig in preparation for my next gig. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My regimen is I do one of these, and I have it in here now. I put honey and Celtic sea salt.
Yeah, I put honey in my tea all the time.
Shake it all up.
Yep. And the Celtic sea salt?
I use sea salt, kind of like a gargle. Like
I'll
swish it around right in the back of the throat there.
That's great.
And then I'll swallow it, and then I do that. Once I played Captain's Corner like a few months ago. And I had these allergies so bad, the throat was dry, the nose was running. Yep. I didn't want to cancel. It was a big one.
Sure.
For me. And so what I did was I got these Hall's cough drops.
Okay.
And I had them in each side of my cheek while I was singing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it kept my throat so lubricated. I thought I did so well that day.
Nice. Maybe there's something to it.
The secret.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know Dave Grohl has gum in his mouth on stage the whole time.
I've seen the guys from Fat Mez chewing gum while they're
Do
singing.
they? Yeah. I thought about it. I had one show. I was driving up to Southern Cross Kitchen in Conshohocken, and that's about an hour and 15 minutes from where I live, especially with rush hour traffic on days. But I was chewing gum on the way there, and then when I started singing, I felt like I was like struggling. Now maybe because it was like the really strong like peppermint or spearmint or something. Okay. I don't know, but I was like, I'm not sure about this gum thing. You know? Right. But yeah, that's the only time. But I don't know. Maybe if I get like juicy fruit or something that's not so minty, maybe that'll help.
Maybe. You know? I like this super minty Hall's cough drops.
Oh, okay.
The menthol ones.
Yeah.
The higher the menthol, the better.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
I'll give it a try. Why not?
Or not.
Yeah, right. And of course, lots of water, lots and lots of water, I just bought a bigger container for now that the summer's coming. It's going to get hot and there'll be more outdoor gigs. So I just bought like a giant water bottle to bring with me. And I'll drink that whole thing in my 3, sometimes 4-hour sets.
Right. I hate 4-hour sets.
I'm not a huge fan of them, but I charge more for them. Yeah. So if they're booking me for them, it's worth my time.
Of course. Right.
And then of course there's more potential for higher tips and stuff. So, because I'm all about the money.
Yeah. Just about the art, man.
I'm a huge sellout.
Yeah. Me too. I did it all for the money.
That's right. Anyway, anything else you wanted to cover before we get to the performance?
No, I guess no.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right, cool. Nice.
I don't even know how long.
Let's see, 48 minutes.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Pretty small.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What songs you going to do for me?
So I got a song called Dig a Hole. I'm still not sure about what second song I want to sing.
Okay. Yep.
But the song I want to sing, Dig a Hole, I have a backstory too. So it's kind of a personal song for me. Decades ago, maybe 15 years, I was working night shift for a long stretch. It was messing with me.
Yep.
Mind-wise, I don't know how people do night shifts so long. So in construction, you're always working yourself out of a job.
Oh, yeah,
I was finally laid off from that one, and I had a hard time getting to sleep at night. And I'm sitting there laying in bed, and I'm waking up, and it's probably 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm downstairs pacing. I'm like, I bet if I left the house, no one would even know it. So I jumped in my car, and I'm like, I'm going to drive down to the beach, and I'm going to watch the sunrise.
Okay. How far was the beach from where you were at?
60 miles.
Oh, wow. So it's a hike.
Yeah. It was 60 miles. So I'm driving. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving down Delsey Drive. Let me take the scenic route, right? Driving down Delsey Drive, and it just, night shift was messing with me. I was going through, I guess, kind of like the weight of the world on my shoulders kind of thing.
Sure. Yep.
Now I'm out of a job.
Which is always stressful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, I want to go down and see the sunrise, and then who knows what's going to happen. I'm thinking bad stuff. And so right on Delsey Drive, I'm getting through Clayton, and I don't remember if it was a church or if it was a clock store or a knick-knack store or something, but they had this little like 2 4x4 posts, a sign, little covered thing on it with lights on it that lit whatever was on the little billboard.
Okay.
And there was this Bible verse on the thing. Can't remember what it was.
Right.
But it struck me. I'm like, I needed to see that at that time, at that moment.
Sure.
So I'm driving past there, so I slow down. Like, I got to sit in the parking lot and think about this. Why am I driving all the way down to the street?
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
And nobody knows this story except right now.
Look out.
No, this is fine. It's fine. But it's a personal thing. But
right.
the song that I want to sing kind of matches. It doesn't match. I wrote it for this.
Okay.
So I pull into this parking lot afterwards, and I'm sitting there thinking, parking lot had to be Little E's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
pulled into that parking lot in Franklinville, and I sat there, and it was before COVID. It was a while ago. So it was probably open till 2 or 3 o'clock.
I think they were open till 3 before COVID. Yep.
So I go to walk. I'm sitting in the parking lot. I see some people in there, and my wife had been telling me, "Don't go to Little E's. It's it's a biker bar."
Yeah, back then it was a pretty big biker bar.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm down and out, man. What's a biker going to do to me now? I don't care. So I go in. I don't go. I go in. I get out of my truck to go in, and they were coming out locking up. So that's probably a sign. Like, yeah, you didn't need to go in there drinking or something. So they were locking. And I sat in the truck for a little bit. Like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing sitting here?
Yep.
Street light was glowing in the truck, kind of thing. I'm just sitting there. All right, let me go home. Drove home. Slipped right back in bed. Nobody knew I was gone.
Okay. Never made it to the beach.
Never made it to the beach. Nobody knew I was gone.
Wow.
But next day I woke up. It was, I guess, Friday or so, right? Wife knew something was off. Yeah. So she goes, I'm going to call out today. It was her idea. She says, let's drive to the beach.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And I'm like, whoa, yeah. And I needed that. We talked, we sat, we walked the beach.
Right. That's cool.
Talked, we got the sunshine, the waves,
awesome.
And something about the ocean really clears your mind.
Yeah.
So
I think not to belittle or not to minimize, what you were feeling, but I do think there is something to, what do they call it? Like seasonal something disorder. Like, when it's wintertime and it's always dark and you're not,
your circadian rhythms.
And you're not getting like the vitamin D from the sun hitting your skin and stuff. I think there's something to that. I'm not saying that's all you were going through. Obviously there were lots of things happening in your life, but so I think maybe, you and Pam going down to the beach the next day, getting the sunshine that you so desperately needed, literally and metaphorically, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a great story. I love that.
She'll hear that story.
All right.
Through here, but there's something about
listen up, Pam.
Guys take a lot on their shoulders.
Oh God, yeah.
We don't put it out there that sometimes the weight gets heavy.
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of therapy. I mean, if you guys have listened to this podcast more than once, you've heard me say that I've been in therapy once a week, every week since 2018, and it's changed my life. It's changed the way I look at myself, which is the biggest difference. It's given me the self-confidence to know that I can do whatever I really, really want to. And it's also taught me how to set boundaries, which I never had before. I never had boundaries growing up. Like my mom, my grandmom, past relationships, never had boundaries, So, and just those two things, that was enough. Like learning how to do those two things, set boundaries and believe in myself, have changed my life dramatically.
Right.
So I highly recommend anybody just, especially if you have a job and your insurance covers it, there's no reason not to, for sure.
Yeah. That day it was like, she helped me bury some demons that day.
That's great. I love it.
So, she's the one that, kind of pulls you through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
That's
I love
what that song's about.
Okay.
Second song, up in the air yet? Do I need to let that out?
No, you don't have to tell me now. I mean, you can just play whatever you feel, and before you play the song, just give us an intro so people know what it is.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have, speaking of songs and all that stuff, do you have stuff out on the streaming services yet, or no?
Or
do you have a Bandcamp?
I have a
or
YouTube channel.
YouTube. Okay. So where can people go to listen or see your stuff?
Mike Gordy Music. Okay. On YouTube is probably the best, and most of them I have some originals, because when you post a long version, they whack you for the copyright.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can't post a lot of the long versions of cover songs that I do out on when I'm gigging. So if you look in the shorts section, I have a lot of 30-second clips.
Yeah, I think you can go up to 60, up to 60 seconds on YouTube.
You know what I noticed? If you have a 60-second clip on YouTube in that short section, you don't get as many clicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have one that was 60 seconds and I got like maybe 300 looks at.
Yep.
All the 30-second ones are like 1.7 thousand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll shorten mine up a bit. Mine are always like 58, 59 seconds.
Okay.
Because anything over that, if it's a copyright, if it's copywritten, they mute it.
Okay.
They don't take it down. They just mute the video. Well, then what's the point of me posting it if there's no sound?
You know? Right. Read my lips.
Exactly. So, you should hear how great this sounds.
Yeah, right.
Put that in the caption.
It's like watching a cooking show.
Yeah, right.
Taste this.
I know. Oh my God, it smells so good. Yeah, thanks.
I need smell-o-vision now.
Yeah, right. All right, cool. All right, well, again, Mike, I appreciate you being on the podcast. Thank you so much.
It was wonderful being here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I enjoyed it too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This song's called Dig a Hole. I guess you just heard what this is about. It's about finding that person that helps you bury your demons. I got a feeling I'm surrounded by demons trying to crawl out of this hole. Life is getting tougher. Why do I have to suffer? Greedy arms reach for my soul. I'm sure there is a reason that I'm going through this season. Right now it's a mystery to me. We need to roll some sevens to get me into heaven. Little luck would help the Lord to see. Everybody has secrets buried in the deepest parts of our very souls. Take it on the daily. Life shouldn't be so scary. You gotta let little things go and find someone to help you dig the hole. My heart is beating right out of my chest. I'm still trying just to do my best. A lesson that I'm guessing that I'll have to learn again. Been driving so long with my face into the wind. Everybody has secrets buried in the deepest parts of our very souls. Take it on the daily. Life shouldn't be so scary. You gotta let little things go and find someone to help you dig the hole. Late at night on a highway in the dark, street lights leave their halos on the emptiness in my heart. I'm driving, it occurs to me I'm a long, long way from where I ought to be. Everybody has secrets buried in the deepest parts of our very souls. Take it on the daily, life shouldn't be so scary. You gotta let little things go and find someone to help you dig the hole. And find someone to help you dig the hole.
Yeah, man. That was great.
Thank you. All right, so let's do, I see a theme here, but this one's called Long Gone and Lonesome. I wanted to do a kind of a, should I do this one? Yeah, heck with it, let's do it. Kind of a blues song. Try to hide what you feel inside to save some pride. Long gone on my mom and dad, they used to hold my hand. Now I walk this earth, feel a little sad. Long gone all the days I used to look at you and see forever too. Now I'm feeling blue. Lonesome, I guess that's how it's gonna be. I used to see forever in your eyes, now I can't see next week. Every day is yesterday, it's a fever that I can't break. Long gone and lonesome, more than I can take. Friend Jack and do what we used to do. Get long gone and lonesome, try to forget about you. It's a sad truth when you're down and blue, just can't seem to figure it out. Get long gone and lonesome, make it tomorrow's problem now. Long gone and lonesome, I guess that's how it's gonna be. I used to see forever in your eyes, now I can't see next week. Every day is yesterday, it's a circle that I can't break. Long gone and lonesome, more than I can take. Flowing. I'm just a leaf on the breeze. It's an internal fight giving me short sight. It's just double vision. Long gone and lonesome, how did I get in this position? I can't seem to figure it out. Long gone and lonesome, make it tomorrow's problem now. Days try to figure it out. All the times you forgot about, all the things you won't let me forget about. you.
Yeah, brother.
Thanks so much.
Good stuff.